My relationship with my dad growing up was great. Best dad in the entire world. You know, no matter how poor we were, or how bad things would get, he would never see the negative part of a situation. He would always look past that to the positive thing. He dwells on the positive. He told me once there's no such thing as an ugly person, just interesting. He painted. He always dreamed of being a professional painter, and he painted abstracts and stuff. I try to get him and encourage him to do it now, and it's kind of hard because he gets frustrated sometimes. But if anybody sits still long enough, he'll draw a picture of you. I'm still amazed about how well his memory is working today. Typical day is like it would be for somebody that has a child. Very smart, 91-year-old child. I've told him that because he took care of me and was responsible for me for 18 years, that I owe him 18 years, which would make him somewhere around 106. And I said, when we get to that point, we're going to renegotiate this. When he doesn't come, well, like when he's sick or something and I keep him, he gets depressed. He misses the people here. So for people that, like us, that have no extended, huge family, it's nice to have Catholic Charities there to be sort of a surrogate extended family, because my dad looks at everybody in that room that takes care of him and all the other people that participate in the program as, brothers and sisters. And so to have hope that there's Catholic Charities and providing the service for people, it's important. I mean, the population's aging. You guys are all destined to be part of the program as participants. Something to look forward to. You hope they're there, so they're there for you.
We went to Caridades Católicas, and they talked to my father. And they said that I had to go to Mexico for 8 months. And that's when it got tough.
He was the first one to actually graduate from our family, so we wanted to see the graduation and everything. And he actually had to fly with my sister to Mexico.
Leaving my family here, and usually I cry every day. And not having my family in Mexico, it was much worse. It wasn't good.
Right now I am American citizen. I say thank you to Caridades Católicas and my family too. My daughter, I have 3 daughters and my son, and now everybody, we are so happy.
Now I was gonna be able to be in the United States legally and have my driver license, go to school, and what young people want to do, go to college. I just want to thank the Caridades Católicas for helping my whole family to get together, and it also helps to make dreams come true.
I had no idea how I was going to pay for where I was staying, and then I had to stay on my friends' couches. They were sweet enough to, to always open up their homes to us. And I mean, even though I never wanted to admit it, but we were homeless, and I didn't want this to continue anymore. I wanted to do something about it. And I heard about Catholic Charities, and I heard that there was hope there. So I went there, and Amy took me into her office. She's my case manager. And I just told her everything that had happened. And she said, everything's gonna be okay. She said, you're gonna get a place and everything's gonna work out. And I haven't heard anyone say that since all this happened. I didn't feel any hope. I mean, I remember Amy would always tell me, you're an amazing mom. You're gonna be great. She always complimented me, and she always encouraged me, and I think that's what got me. And there were times when I didn't even want to pray. I didn't even know how I was going to get through the day. It was really hard there. Dinner was hard, I mean, you're sharing space with so many people and you're not used to it. But I think the staff is what made me feel, better about it. And they helped me. They helped me to humbly get through a lot of the stuff. And so I was in the kitchen one day cutting and chopping up food for Catholic Charities dinner, and they called me at like 12 o'clock and they said, you're approved. And it was, oh my gosh, it was just, And I think Amy knew. She's like, "Did you get it? Did you get it?" And I said, "Yeah." And they were all hugging me, and it was like they were more proud. You know, they were so proud of me. It was a really great feeling. Finally, I told my kids, and they were just, you know, Shannon was already getting boxes and starting to put stuff in the boxes, and yeah, we were gonna move on Wednesday. So we only had 5 days left in the shelter, and yeah, and then we got to finally move, and it was just the greatest feeling. I think it was probably the third or fourth day that we were here, and it was coming up to be a weekend, and might have been a week, but her friend was going to come over and have a sleepover, and she's like, "Now I can invite people over," and so she got to have her first friend come over and spend the night, and it was great. If you're, you know, willing to help yourself and to help your family, they will do everything in their power to help you, advocate for you. They've been over backwards for me, and I know that they would do it for anyone that has a need, that wants to get help. I believe that Catholic Charities will help them. Amy would say that just because of your situation does not define who you are. I remember she told that to me, and I'll never forget that, because that wasn't who I was. I wasn't a homeless girl, you know. I was a mother that loved her children, and that's who she saw, and because she saw it, I believed it more than ever, and I held on to that.